Hey, what's going on guys? Ash here, back again with another Power Rangers related video, and this time we're talking comic news. Now, if you accidentally clicked on this video by accident and you haven't read the title, this will contain spoilers for Power Ranger comics coming out in April. So, Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers 18 do come out sometime in April. So, without further ado, let's scroll down and read some comic solicitations for April 2022. Once again, special thanks to Ranger Command Power Hour. They've got this up on their website. Really awesome podcast, really awesome people. I highly recommend checking them out. I'll leave a link to their website in the description down below if you want to give them a listen. So, let's scroll down and read the comic solicitations for April for Mighty Morphin 18. So, let's read the synopsis. With the combined efforts of Promethea and the Zords protecting the power chamber, that's very interesting, the power chamber. It's no longer the command center, it's the power chamber. Rocky the Red Ranger and Matt the Green Ranger, ooh, I like saying that, even though it's going to upset a lot of people, Matt the Green Ranger, wait intense anticipation for the return of the away team. Emotions run high as Zordon acknowledges a hidden history involving him and Promethea. Okay, hidden history. Is that something we know or don't know? And how much the war has affected him, while Rocky is torn on different responsibilities that might be inconceivable? I can't read that word. But let's look at the covers. So we've got two covers, I believe. Yep, two covers. Here's one of them. You see the command center in ruins. And this is really interesting because the command center in the show blew up at the end of Alien Rangers. And this time it blew up during the Eltarian War. And then we've got talks with the power chamber and stuff like that. So, is this leading into Zeo as we get closer and closer to, like, maybe issue 100 of this comic? I don't know, but I'd like to find out. And here's probably the legacy cover. But yeah, this is a really cool cover. I like it a lot. Big space over there for someone. I wonder if someone's meant to be standing there. I could be wrong. Okay. Now, Power Rangers 18. I've seen this cover. I'm probably going to have whoever's on this cover in the title. And it's going to pop a lot of you guys. So, Power Rangers issue 18 on sale April 20th. So, synopsis. The Omega Rangers take a big risk, splitting up after receiving a desperate distress cause from two distant planets. Trini and Zack bring an unexpected guest back to Safehaven after a battle, while Jason and Yale encounter a rogue Redacted, determined to avenge the destruction of his home planet. So let's look at that cover, because you're in for a big surprise. It is a mysterious cloaked being that looks a lot like Andros. So, is Andros appearing in this comic? Possibly, but it looks like him because it's a cloak. I mean, I don't want to say it's Andros and I'm wrong because Ryan throws us for a loop, but I think we all know who this cloaked mysterious being is, and hearing that their home planet was destroyed and they're getting a distress signal with how the timeline lines up with what's going on in the comics, that kind of makes a lot of sense, I guess. But this is really cool because I thought we'd see Andros during the Onyx stuff, but it looks like we're seeing this character a little bit early, and seeing who Jason met on Onyx, Corone slash Astronomer, that's going to be some interesting character dynamic. But either way, I am curious to see who Trini and Zack brought back. They sent an unexpected guest. It could be Draken, it could be no one that we've never met, it could be someone we know. We're not entirely sure, but either way, Power Rangers 18 is sounding really, really interesting. So, let's scroll down and read what's going to happen in Power Rangers Universe issue 5 out of 6. We have no idea what's going on in this comic because issue 1 came out last month. Issue 2 comes out this week or next week. And I'll be covering that on the channel for sure. So, on Masterforge, the legendary Ranger teams and the Morphinaut feel the aftershock of the smoking crater on the Earth's surface. At a mysterious crash site, their new powers and skills are put to the test as they fight off a horde of foot soldiers. But what happens when their powers start to fail, and even begin to turn against them? So that's interesting that they're getting their powers. We don't know when they're getting their powers, but either way they're getting them soon. But let's look at the covers. So I believe this is the main one. Oh, that's the Power Rangers cover. So this is the main one with all the different Black Rangers. Some really good choices. You've got MMPR, you've got Wild Force, you've got Dino Thunder Black, you've got RPM Black, two fan favorite characters over there, and Magna Defender, which is kind of an extra ranger, but he is wearing black, so I guess that counts. But either way, these two comics I'm really excited for with what they're teasing, especially what's going to happen in the post-Eltarian War stuff that I'm calling it, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of setbacks and, what's the word I'm looking for? A big aftermath of the Eltarian War, and characters are going to learn how to deal with what just happened. It's going to have a big effect on all these characters coming up, and I'm excited to see where it's going to go next. So, with that said, I'm going to bring this video to a close. What do you think of what's going on in the Eltarian War, or what's going on after the Eltarian War? Tell me in the comment section down below. And who do you think the mysterious cloaked being is? Do you think it's Andros? Do you think it's not Andros? I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. So, with that said, I'm bringing this video to a close. Special thanks to all the members such as Swagger4, Andrew McCoy, and the Power Bunny. Big special shout out to the Power Bunny, who was a $30 member. If you want to get your name in the credits of every video, I'll shout it out. Join the Patreon and become a YouTube member for special perks and stuff like that on the channel. Really helps keeps the lights on here. With that said, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful down night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, bye.